Good morning, students. Welcome back. Previously in the previous video modules of the tuple chapter as well as the live classes, we almost had a discussion of every topic. And if you remember last week's live class, there we discussed how we can make use of list while working with tuples also. Okay. Officially, it was told to you that by rules of Python, tuple is of the immutable type. But if you remember in last week's live class, we had a program discussion where using lists we were making tuple mutable temporarily. Okay. This video will be the last video of the topic tuples, where we will be discussing one more method by which a tuple can be made immutable if required. Okay. So, before I start, we know that a tuple obviously is immutable. Okay, meaning of immutable is by method of indexing, we will not be able to change the contents of a tuple. Very easy to understand. Last week in the live class, I had a discussion that making use of list, we can make tuple mutable. If you can say don't remember the program, I will just do a small program here to again make sure that all of us are remembering which are the methods by which tuple can be made mutable. Let us revise the same program that we discussed in last week's live class, which was making tuple mutable. Correct. Now, suppose I have taken a tuple directly. There is no need or no, you can say, concern to take from the user. It contains this amount of elements, and my requirement is I want to change 4 into 40. I want to change 4 into 40. So obviously that you know that if I make use of this, suppose t of 2 equal to 40. If I make use of this and if I try to print the tuple, if I try to print the tuple, this definitely will not work, because error will come that tuple does not support item assignment. Okay, tuple object does not support item assignment. Technically, tuple is of the immutable type. So what we discussed in last week, to change the contents of a tuple, we can do one thing, that we will first of all typecast the tuple into a list. Okay, I am here typecasting the tuple into a list. Okay, and if I change the contents of the list, that will be printed. Fine. And I again what you can say, I again want the tuple to be displayed in the, or again I want the output to be displayed in the form of a tuple, not in the form of a list, because this will work, but the problem is I want to print the contents in the form of a tuple only. Okay, so what we will do, just for sake of simplicity, I will take a small you can say statement, original tuple, and here we will be printing t. And what we can do, we can temporarily take one more variable which will convert the edited list back into tuple, and finally I will print the modified tuple. So programming wise, this is the original tuple, and this is the final tuple, and we have changed 4 into 40. Okay, so this was one of the methods which we discussed last week in the live class, when we told that tuple can be made mutable with some other property. Okay, this is one of the method. The second method by which I am going to discuss in this video, and this is the last topic of tuples, is how we can make tuple you can say mutable by another method. The name of the method is unpacking and packing. Name of the method is unpacking and packing. It is simple, but you just need to pay some extra attention regarding how this thing is working. Fine. So first of all, I will take a simple tuple. First of all, I will take a simple tuple with without any kind of issues or something. Suppose t equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of unpacking and packing? I will write a statement about that. Okay. Unpacking refers to taking out elements from a tuple, making necessary changes and packing them back into the same tuple. Now, how do I explain this? Okay, no problem. Suppose you are going to travel somewhere and you have packed your suitcase, obviously. Now, once you have packed your suitcase or bag, later on you feel that my one of the t-shirts is not good and I want to change that t-shirt. Okay, so what you will do? First of all, you will be unpacking the, you can say, bag or the suitcase, correct? Then you will take that t-shirt out, you will replace or you will change that t-shirt maybe with some another t-shirt, and then you will pack the bag back. Okay, the same thing we will do here. Whatever element I want to change, I will first of all need to unpack all the elements. It is not that I want to change 3, I will be able to unpack 3 only. I have to unpack all the elements. After that, whatever elements I require, I will modify, and once the modification is done, I will pack back all the elements, and this way tuple will be made mutable. Okay, no problem, we will see. First of all, I am unpacking the tuple. Now, how do we unpack the tuple? We have to first see how many elements are there. If there are 5 elements, I need to make use of 5 variables to unpack. Let us see. A, B, C, D, E equal to T. This is called the process of unpacking. Now, what is the meaning of this process? What is the meaning of this process? There are 5 elements and I am unpacking this tuple. And please remember how we write unpacking. We write first the variable names, then equal to tuple. Now, A will relate to 1, B will relate to 2, C will relate to 3, D will relate to 4, and E will be relating to 5. Okay, now what is the use of this unpacking? Once I have performed this unpacking procedure, I will be able to make individual changes to these variables which will be directly reflected inside the tuple. How? Suppose I want to change 1 to 10. So what is the variable which is referencing 1? A. So I will change A equal to 10. Suppose I want to change this 4 to minus 4. Which is the variable representing 4? D. So D will be changed to minus 4. Suppose I want to change 5 to 55. So what is the variable representing for 5? E. E will be changed to 55. Okay. Now once the modification process is over, we need to pack the tuple back. Now how to pack the tuple back? Very simple. T equal to A, B, C, D, E, done. Tuple is packed. Fine. So try to understand what I am majorly doing in unpacking and packing. Kindly look into both the lines where I am doing unpacking. There are 5 elements. Then all the 5 elements need to be unpacked, regardless, even if you want to change a single element. Okay. I hope you got the method and process of unpacking. First, all the variables will be there, and then it will be equal to the tuple name. Then we will make necessary changes as per the variable name, whatever is applicable. Once that those necessary changes are done, we have to pack the tuple back. And how do we pack the tuple back? Just same thing we will write, but in reverse order. That will be packing. Okay. Now, before I go, I will just print the original tuple, and after packing, I will again print the tuple so that we have an idea that how the original and modified tuple looks. Let us run. And as you can see, this is the original tuple. We can check together. As you can see, this is the original tuple which had 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the modified tuple. Again, it has 5 elements, but it is done this time by method of unpacking and packing. Correct? Now, what if I do things like this? What if I do things like this? Suppose there are 5 elements, okay, and I am unpacking only the first 4 elements. Okay, I want to see whether it will work or not, and let us say I am making it C. Okay, let us say it will give an error. It will give an error. The only reason is there is argument or element mismatch. Very simple. Tuple has 5 elements, and if I am unpacking 4 elements, this will not be valid. If tuple has 5 elements, I have to unpack 5 elements only. If tuple has 4 elements, I will be unpacking and packing the 4 elements only. Selectiveness is not applicable. Suppose you see that tuple has 5 elements and you are unpacking only the first 2 elements, this method will not work. If it has 5 elements, as I told you in the beginning, even though you need to change only one element, if the tuple has 5 elements, even if you want to change a single element, you have to unpack all the elements and do the needful. Okay, so students, these both will definitely form a 3 or 4 mark answer. That write a note with examples on how we can make tuple mutable with programming, you can say, methodology. So this is the first method is by making use of list. This is second method is making use of unpacking and packing, where first of all we are unpacking all the variables together, and we are making this is the step where we are unpacking, and as you can see we are making necessary changes to the same, and again as you can see we are writing into the tuple properly. Okay, so that would be all from my side for this video, and officially we end the tuple chapter. Next time whenever we are meeting, we will start with the contents of the dictionary. Okay, thank you and have a nice